Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Happy Friday, February 21st, 2020. Wow, so we have new moon on Sunday, the 23rd. I'm really excited about it. I love them all, I really do, because it makes me sit and recognize and kind of contemplate on what something I want to move forward on that maybe I haven't in the past month. Because we have a chance to every new moon, right? Which is kind of cool. But this one has a special place in my heart because I feel like it's very related to the heart chakra. It is going to be in Pisces, and that's one of the most loving and giving, nurturing signs. So it's a water sign, and you know who you are. Happy birthday, because you've got the season of birthdays with Pisces as well. And so, yeah, I look forward to that, and I will be here with you, and I'm going to light our special intention candle. I'm going to write out my intentions of what I'd like to see transpire, or maybe complete, something I may have already started. This is a great time to do that. So, if you're new, I am MaryAnne, and I am a psychically, intuitively guided tarot card reader, and I incorporate 2 or 3 different divinations and oracles each day, little snippets of the mystical parts of life. One of them being my I Ching coin messages. And I'm going to start with that today. And we do not have any moving numbers, nor did we yesterday. And when I see that, it really, for me, it's just a very strong feeling that I received from that. It's a very straightforward message. We don't have the moving aspect of it. So it's very solid in a way, is how I look at that. You may not feel that way, but I definitely get that prompting inside when I see that, and especially a couple days in a row. So if you've asked a question, here's your message and answer to your questions out there. This is a general overall message for everybody. The card we have today is Sui, and it's number 17, and the title is Following. The above part of the hexagram is Tui, Lake, Mars, and Joyful, and the below part of the hexagram is Chen, Thunder, and Movement. So the message today is Sui indicates that there will be great progress and success, but it will be advantageous to be firm and correct. Then there will be no error. So once again, I mean, that's as straightforward as you can get. It's one of my favorite ways to certainly start, end, or even in the middle have in the daytime, and certainly on a Friday. So that is our I Ching coin message. And I love it. So let's take that with us this whole weekend. And now we're going to read an overall general tarot card. I usually read one, but if more than one comes out, that's okay. I'm using the Gilded Tarot deck, which is one of my favorites. And it's by Ciro Machete, if you're ever interested in knowing what decks are being used. And as time goes on, I actually had, believe it or not, for those who have been following me, I have a new website for my business, Pure Massage Therapies, as a massage therapist. So I had amazing help from this woman that I explained to you before. And now we're trying to navigate to YouTube so that I can start doing private readings and really kind of level up, as they say, with this channel. But you know, it is a work in progress always. It's certainly new. I mean, I just love that you like and subscribe for those that are. Feel free to do so. Comment. Got a couple wanting to come out here. Let's just see what's going on with that. There are 2, so let's go with that. Well, the bottom is Empress. Now that's a beautiful, certainly feminine, but it doesn't have to be a feminine. It doesn't have to be man or woman, but it's definitely like Mother Earth, Empress, maternal kind of energy that really comes through. And it's a major arcana. And it is about new. It is about the, I don't know, you know, when you're pregnant and you're just, everything's in the womb stages where it's just like it's the beginning, but it's growing and it's becoming something that's super, well, certainly important, but just incredibly heartfelt, and it has a lot of potential to expand and grow through time as a child would, right? So the Empress on the bottom, that's a really cool foundational message. The two cards that we have, though, I'll be darned. Well, we have two fives. So one of them for today is the Five of Cups. And that is, of course, a water sign. It depicts that of a water sign, which is the Cancer, Pisces season now, and Scorpio. And, you know, the Five of Cups is very emotional. It lends one to think about, and so very, very appropriate right now, actually, with the retrograde. I'll explain. It's about kind of thinking and reminiscing about things from our past and things that have no longer maybe lasted or, you know, left our lives. And this is very interesting because I wanted to speak to you anyway, as I was shuffling some of the cards today, about how this retrograde, yeah, I've had some mix-ups and, you know, there's issues with schedulings and certainly verbiage is very, very challenged. More so, like I said, than usual. But I have been so reminiscent and been thinking so very much about my past, my childhood past. So I feel that this is very much, and I mean, every card has a specific meaning. You can go and look it up, but I go by my feelings and direct messages. This is just in that time frame, in this time frame that we're in the retrograde, I would say, really kind of feeling reminiscent. Maybe just of our own childhood, you know, or someone else's we know. Now, next week I'll be describing it because that will be my anniversary of my brother's death. And I'll go into a little detail about that whole thing. So, of course, that's coming up. And he was a huge part of my life and my childhood, and that's gone, you know. So he's gone. And, well, in a sense, he's gone. He's certainly gone from this plane, so. But the Five of Cups is just like really thinking, wow, you know, and maybe focusing more on what's gone than what's right in front of us is really where I'm going with this. And I really feel it's detrimental to us in so many levels to continually remind ourselves of just how much we really do have, and really just watch a documentary on some other country and what's actually going on right now as I'm sitting here with you. And the despair and the lack it's unbelievable. So I'm sure you could find yourself feeling like, I have a lot. I have a great deal to be grateful for. So that's really what this energy is about. And I mean, we're all human. We all tend to have these days and times. Do your best to just really recognize there are those two cups right there in front of us. And this is a passing energy anyway. They all are. That's the best news about it. Now, interestingly enough, we have another five. And that's the Five of Pentacles, which kind of very synchronistically works with this. It can go either way. Now, you've generally got people on another deck of cards, like the Rider-Waite deck. They're underneath this beautiful stained glass with bright, brilliant light coming out, you know, like the spiritual aspect of our lives. Excuse me. And they're walking and they're feeling forlorn and they're feeling like they're missing out. Like they're on the outside looking in. It's a mindset. It's a self-imposed thought process. And once again, we all have it. But then to recognize that all I have to do is go in. I'm right here outside and there it is right in front of me, to be able to walk in and be a part of that energy instead of the feeling of lack. So how interesting, isn't it, that we have the two fives, and fives are about changes. And we can change our thought process in a heartbeat. So I would encourage that when I see these cards. They're just to me bringing attention to the parts of us that we all have. And when we come into those times and we feel those emotions, that we can go, okay, no, I've been here before and I did not feel good then, and I definitely don't feel good now. So what's the next step? Change the channel of our thoughts, right? And that's really what this is, just the guidance once again. Because there's always help for us. There's always ways to feel motivated and to change our thoughts. So, and the Pentacles are practicality, you know, they are the earth signs and the foundations of our life, and, you know, just making sure that we are incorporating what it is that we want. So that's my segue to our beautiful manifestation cards, which can create not only emotional but tangible physical things for ourselves in simple ways. Now, I'm going to tell you honestly, I brought this out and I was shuffling through, but every single card is cool. I mean, I'd be fine just taking it off the top every day, but I happened to look at the bottom. And I don't think I've read this to you, could be wrong, but I'm going to read it to you today because I saw it and I went, oh my gosh. I mean, what with the whole aspect of the new moon and the heart chakra opening and everything, which, by the way, the whole thing about manifestation is the feeling. Well, it's a huge part of it, I should say. It's one of the main key important parts is the feeling that we feel that can bring great things into our lives. And to be checking in all the time, how do I feel right now? Because that's what we're attracting to us. So, without further ado, when I'm in a state of appreciation, I'm in a vibrational alignment with my true love nature, because that's truly what we are. I know we get away from it, and I know we forget that. But I also really believe that every one of us has that feeling, and it's like, God, it feels so good to feel that love. It's natural, it's free, it's who we are. It's the base of all of us, and love of self, not just other people or things or, you know, objects, but yeah, gratitude and love and appreciation. They're what makes the world such a better place. So those are messages. Wow, they are pretty interesting and make a lot of sense. So just make sure that if you do happen to feel reminiscent or a little down in the mouth or, you know, emotionally low, I guess, bring yourself back up. Say, this too shall pass. And it does. It certainly does. Don't ever get to a place where you feel like it won't, because I promise you it will. You just have to hang in there. And so, yeah, and besides, it's Friday. You need to get out and have a beautiful time. It's amazing weather. It's supposed to be like that for a while. And I will be here for you tomorrow. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for your time. Yeah, I guess have a great weekend. And if I don't see you or you don't come back tomorrow, I'll see you when you do, or I'll know because you've liked. And until then, bye for now.